the previous videos, we mentioned about publishing research articles in journals or the conference. It was mentioned that publishing the journals, papers or conference, it is rather challenging, as you will need to improve yourself so that you are able to produce the research article of good quality, meeting the requirements and the standards of the respective journals and conference. Publishing process requires time, not only the time used to produce the journals paper, there will be also time required for the entire submissions and publication process. Your manuscript submitted needs to be reviewed by the reviewer, handled by the editors, and normally you are expected to make revisions for your submissions before it is officially published. There will be chances for you to have the paper rejected. You will need to take this entire process as a good learning process for you to gain the experience and to take the comments from the reviewer positively. This is one of the good way for you to know your problems as well as the areas that you can improve. And you are strongly encouraged to try publishing your research articles in conference and also in journals, even though you are a postgraduate student. Now we will discuss further regarding the process of publishing your research article for you to gain a better idea on what is going to come if you try to submit for any journals. The process is demonstrated in the diagram here, where you start with your first draft. You will need to continuously revise your draft to the level that you are satisfied in terms of the quality, which include the adequacy of the content, depth of the discussions, significance of your findings, as well as the effectiveness of the informations to be delivered to the readers. Sometimes you may need to present your research work in the meeting, which the outcome of the meeting might require you to do some fine-tuning or improvement to your research study. This may involve some revisions to your draft, or sometimes you get your colleagues to help you review your draft, which might also lead to some revisions to your draft. It is until you reach to a level you are satisfied, then you are prepared for the submissions of the journals. You will need to meet the guidelines, particularly in terms of the formats of the respective journals, and proceed with your official submissions to the journals. There are three possible outcomes after you have submitted for the journal. It is either being rejected, which is quite common. You shouldn't feel disheartened when your papers is being rejected. You must first fulfill the requirements of the journals in terms of the standards and the quality before being considered for acceptance. Rejection means that there will be rooms for your improvements, which you have to look into your papers, as well as the comment given by the reviewers. Normally, reviewers will give you the reason of rejection. Then you will look into your research, as well as your papers, trying to rectify those comments. Another possible outcome is acceptance without change. This is rather rare. Never in my life have any of the paper submitted to any journal without requiring any changes, which the journals decided to accept as it is during the first submissions. I'm not sure if any other researcher have the opportunity to have their papers to be accepted as it is, but as far as I am aware of, nobody in my daily life can get it through perfect the first time. Next, it will be a more usual outcome where the acceptance with conditions which require you to do some revisions. There will be comments given by the reviewer, some with suggestions or some with enquiries. You will need to address every single comment given by the reviewer and revise your papers. Normally, you will need to create a list of your response to the reviewer, whether you're going to revise as per the recommendations or you would like to provide further clarifications on the notes and comments given by the reviewers. Should the reviewer decide to accept and the reviewer is satisfied with your revisions, it is only then the journals will publish your papers. Let's say now if your papers is being rejected, you should improve your papers and then maybe go for another journals to try your luck. And then this process of submissions and then the outcome from the reviewers and the editors shall repeat until either your papers is being accepted and published or you gave up your papers, decided not to try anymore.